everybody, and welcome to Strawbs Crochet Corner and episode 10. I'm Anne, and I'm coming to you from the southwest of Western Australia, and I thought that I'll try and film outside for a change. It is a nice spring day here today. Sunny, a few white fluffy clouds in the sky, but a little bit windy, so not too warm, although it is warm in the sun. But yeah, shade is still a little bit chilly, and that's why I'm wearing my scarf. Not that I don't know how I'm going to go in summertime without scarves, because I just love wearing them, but maybe I'll get over it. It's been a while since my last episode, because of many reasons. Everybody's been sick, there's been stuff going on, and yeah, I just haven't had time for it. But now I thought the boys are in kindy and in daycare, so I will take this time and have a chat to you guys a little bit. But we better get cracking, because I've got quite a few things to show you guys. And let's start with the finished objects. And I have August and September are time for us where everybody seems to have a birthday. So I've done a few birthday presents, and I haven't given them out yet, so I can show it to you. So this one first. This is a wine bottle carrier. So there's the bottle inside. Ta-da! And yeah, it fits perfectly in there, and you can take it with you and carry it. The idea here is that in Australia anyway, there are lots of restaurants where you can bring your own bottle. They don't have the license to sell alcohol, but you can bring your own bottle and you can drink that with your dinner. So that's what this is all about. So to have a nice pouch to take your bottle into the restaurant with. And I made this, I took the brick pattern from Molla Mills book. That was the third book. Oh no, I can't remember which one. I've got the 3 first books that she's published, but I can't remember where this was from. But yeah, it's fairly easy anyway, so it looks like bricks. And I used some scrap yarn I had. The brown here is a acrylic linen blend, and then I think the white one was a bamboo cotton, and I think the blue here was similar bamboo cotton, and just about the same weights. I think this is like a DK or a thick DK. Is that then Aran? I'm not quite sure about those weights, but as you can see, I started to run out of the the brown or the beige yarn, so I just changed the pattern and then did the last bit in white. And I don't think that looks like I've run out of yarn, so I'm pretty pleased with this one. And like Molla Mills, she uses a lot of old belts for the handles, and I thought that I would like to do that, because this is for a man, a present for a man, but I didn't have any belts that I could use, so I just decided that okay, I'll do this fun chain that Molla Mills has instructions for as well, because I just love these chains, but haven't been able to think of a good use for them. So I think this turned out pretty alright. At the back, it's a little bit ugly, where the join is, and I will have to try and think of a better way if I can somehow, I don't know, make it prettier. And it twists a bit, or it moves. It's not a straight seam, so I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe it's because I used single crochet, as you can see there, and not double crochet as what Mola uses in her pattern, so maybe that's the reason. But it's at the back, so it doesn't really matter that much, I don't think. And this is the front, and that's it. One FO done. Other FOs, I think. Oh no, I wanted to show you. I found a really nice birthday card to go with this one. It matches the colors, and I think the message is awesome. It has been proven that people who have more birthdays live longer, and who can disagree with that? You can't really disagree with that, can you? I thought that was brilliant. But then I will show you the squares that I've done for the Nuts About Squares blanket. Got a few ready ones now. So these ones, last time these ones were in the making. So I've got all 3 of them now done. And apologies for these colors. It's quite bright and sunny here, so the colors are not quite true to color, but I don't think it matters. You've seen these same squares a million times before, so the yarn is still the same, and yeah, I don't think it matters. And then I have I'm just thinking, why do I only have 2 here? I thought I had 3 ready. Let me have a look. Let's see. Okay, for some mysterious reason, I have done 3 of these. So these are the week 11 squares. I have done 3. I've noted in my notes that I've done 3 of them, but once somewhere. So okay, there's 3 of them, and I still have 3 squares left to do, and they're the week 4 squares, I think, that had like 9 little circles that you have to make separately, all of them, and then you have to sew them together in each square. So I've got 3 times 9 is the 27 tiny little ring things that you have to make, and I just find it really annoying, and I can't seem to get my motivation back to finish that. Trying to see if I can find the ones that I've done. But yeah, those are the last squares that I have to do, and then join and border. So I'll try and get that done at some point. 3 more squares, that's not too much, so maybe that will get me going. I found a few of them, so this is what you have to do. 9 for every single of the 3 squares, and I think that's just stupid, but yeah, I'll do it. I can't be bothered to try and think of another square to do instead of that, so I'll just get that done at some point, and hopefully I can show the finished one for you at some point this year, because this is going to be a Christmas present, so it will be done before Christmas anyway. So that was that, and then I've got the Kalevala crochet along now going. In previous episodes I've been thinking about it. I thought that I'll start it, and then I thought, nah, I couldn't find a suitable yarn in my stash, so I didn't, and now I have started it, and I am so happy I did. I am loving the project, and especially now when I can see the Finnish knitting and craft podcasters showing their squares. and I just enjoy it so much. I think it is such a nice project, and doing it with everybody, because I've kept up to date, so I haven't fallen behind yet. It's just so much fun to do it with everybody else and wait for the new release of the new square every Monday and Friday, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, and especially because it is a special project for my homeland's 100th birthday, so that's fun to somehow remember that from the other side of the world. And yeah, I'm learning a bit about our national epic Kalevala as I go as well, so yeah, there's a lot of good things about that. But I'll show you what I've done. Have to have a sip of chai tea every now and again, but here are my squares. First one, it's called Ilmatar, and I really love this square. I thought that I will use this yarn so that I'll try and make them as single colored as possible, and just use a few colors mainly in the middle of the motif. And I think this is still a favorite square so far. So it's got a dark grey, beige, and then this is a it's not white, that's white, so it's like a silvery grey. But that's the first one. I found that easy to do. It had a few different stitches and stuff, and yeah, back post, front post, crochet and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't find it difficult. That was fun to make. Second square, Sotkan Pesa. So this is the blue bill's nest. There's 6 golden eggs and 1 iron egg in the nest, and I absolutely adore this pattern. You had to make the eggs separately and then sew them together, although they have been crocheted together around the edge, but then you had to sew them together from here and then sew that last one in the middle. And I don't like sewing little things together like I told you with that Nuts About Squares blanket, but this square was so beautiful that I didn't really mind it that much. And yeah, in this one I've used like a jeans denim blue, and then the same beige and white. And I do like how my square looks as well, and I thought that this would be beautiful as a blanket, just these squares. And I love the lacy design of the square. It's different than the normal squares that you usually have. So that's number 2. Number 3, color wise, is my least favorite. This is called The Birth of the World, Maailman synty. And the colors didn't turn out like I thought they were going to when I picked out the colors that I was going to use with this. So I've been thinking many times that should I redo this with different colors. In here it actually, mostly I'm not pleased with the black, but now when I look at it here it is exactly like I planned it to be, so that this pattern here and that design was accentuated. But when I look at it, when I have it on the floor or on the couch or somewhere, it just disappears in there. So I thought that, oh, maybe I should have used like a lighter color, but here it looks all right. Modification in this one was that there was supposed to be the 7th egg here, but I was lazy. It called for a smaller hook to make it, it was the last thing to make, so I would have to do it in there. And yeah, I just couldn't be bothered getting off my ass and getting a smaller hook, so I left it out. I tried to do it with the hook that I'm using for these squares, but it was too big and it looked clumsy and horrible, so I just took it out, and I like it as it is. And as the Kalevala Epic says, that it the bluebill's nest is made on Ilmatar's knee, I think, and then the nest is, or the eggs are so warm that she accidentally moves her knee a little bit, and then at least one egg falls off and breaks, and that's what starts to create the world. So I think here, this egg, it's already fallen and started to create this world, so I think it goes well like that. So this was the birth of the world. Fourth square, here. This one was called Hidden Sun. So the sun was hidden in the rocks, and I'm quite happy with these colors. I couldn't start this straight away when the pattern was released, because I was out and about somewhere. I didn't have the yarn or anything like that. I had to wait till I get home, and I had time to have a look at the other squares that people had made and have a look at the colors they had used and how, and that's how I got to see the whole design of this square, and I got to decide what I wanted to bring out most. Like, I wanted to make sure that these front post stitches are visible as well as these, and I wanted to make these stand out so that they're different color from the background. So I'm really happy with this. This is a nice lighter square, and I think it must have been this square where the instructions were the best. It was really clear written instructions and pictures as well, or charts for each round, and this was really, really nice to make and really easy, in a sense that the instructions were really clear. So that's the Hidden Sun. And then square number 5. I was really looking forward to the release of this this square, because it was called Iso Tammi, which is big oak, and I thought that sounded really interesting. And yeah, I was trying to think in my head what it might look like and how I might design that kind of a square. I couldn't think of anything like this though, and I think this was brilliant, and I really love the square. So this is the big oak. So here I've used the light blue, I've got the grey, denim blue and white, and that is the big oak. This was the smallest square so far. This is really tiny, especially compared to the square number 4. Have a look. But I don't think it matters. I haven't blocked these at all or done anything to them, the designers say that the joining method will be one where the size difference, if it's not too big, it doesn't really matter that much. So I'm hoping that this will be alright. But yeah, I love this square as well. I think it's beautiful, and I think, yeah, it does look like a big tree from above. And then yesterday the 6th pattern was released. And and I'm in the process of making it. Yesterday was one of those days again that I couldn't start making the square straight after the pattern was released, so I had time to spy on everybody else's colors and color choices, and I'm liking how this is turning out. I think I've got one more row to go. I crocheted it last night, but the night before last I didn't sleep much at all. Mr. Felix was, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's not sleeping well at all. I think he was waking up every half an hour or hour just to cry and then go back to sleep. So I don't know if I got any proper sleep at all, and I was like a corpse walking yesterday. So I was literally falling asleep while I was crocheting the last round, and I didn't read the instructions properly, so I had too many stitches on the sides, and it started to look like like a round piece instead of a square. But you get a pretty good idea because this is almost done. So this is called pohjanakka. I'm not sure what that is in English. I haven't checked actually, but anyway, square number 6 in the Kalevala crochet along. This is how it's turning out, and the last round will be in white as well. So there's the dark grey, the beige, and the white. So I started this this blanket with the darker colored squares, and then I thought that I'll have to make a few lighter ones, and I'll see how we go with these. See if I can show you all of them somehow together to get an idea what my blanket will be like. Oh. Yeah, it's not working that well. But here they are. Yeah, as I said, I absolutely love this project, and yeah, it seems to suit me really well because I've got a lot of projects going on at the moment. But because this one, because I compare this to the Nuts About Squares crochet along that I've been doing, and yeah, I couldn't keep up with the pace. In Nuts About Squares, you got the new pattern came out every week, but you had to make 3 squares per week, and they were really yeah, well, like these ones as well, they're quite complicated, so it took a long time to make them. And but this one, because it's only 1 square per design, it's perfect. It suits me so well, and yeah, I think in the future, if I want to take part in a crochet along, I think I'll try and have a look that yeah, that it's only one square at a time, or a reasonable amount of crocheting at a time, so that I can keep up, because that's half of the fun, I think, keeping up and doing it together with everybody else. So that's Kalevala cow. And yeah, next square will be released on Friday, so I will have plenty of time to do other stuff here during the week. And then whips. Okay, let's see. I'll show you my kappa first. So this is my cafe and travel and car and whatever else project, and this is knitting. So this is Veera Välimäki's, it's like a cowl or a tubular scarf made out of lace weight, and it will be approximately 2 meters long, so you can wear it as a cowl, or you can pull it down your shoulders to keep it warm. And this is where I'm going. Look, I am making progress. Can you see what's happening there? What's happening there? Is that change of color or what? So the green bit is done, and I have changed to my silvery grey. And I was so happy when I ran out of that first ball of yarn and I could change, because it just felt like, you know, is this ever going to, am I going anywhere? And now that I could change the color, I feel like, yes, I'm getting somewhere. Maybe this will be ready at some point in time. So yeah, I had a couple of days when I was at home and I really felt like knitting on this, just because it's so damn easy and because I wanted to get the green bit done and then change the color. So yes, I'm loving this project. This is the perfect bring along cafe project, although I've had to change it from that tiny little pouch I showed you in a previous episode to another project bag. This is actually just a bag I made some years ago with a funny little badge from Nail Lawyer 80. She sent me a nice package once, and yeah, I think these were for the boys. There was 2 of these Angry Bird badges, but yeah, I've stolen one for this because it suits well. Yes, so that's where it lives, and it's still manageable enough to pop into my humongous handbag when I go out and have all my boys' nappies and waters and snacks and whatever else in there. That's my kappa. Then, oh yes, another birthday project, birthday present. I started to make a shopping bag. Finally, even in Western Australia, there's going to be a law that comes into force in start of July next year, that the single-use plastic bags will be banned in the shops. So everybody will need shopping bags. And I've made one. Here is a shopping bag. So it's made with this pixel crochet, or whatever you call this technique. And it's got little balls around it. This is from Molla Mills, the first book, Modern Crochet. And I will show you, where is it? Sorry. Oh, can't see. There it is. So as you can see, Molla has used again the old leather belts for the handles, but because I don't have them, I am going to, let me just thread it through. I'll show you what I'll use. These will bring a little bit of bling into this bag. I went to Spotlight to try and find some other material for the handles, but I couldn't find it. So this is what handles will be like. So it's just navy blue and gold, and yeah, that's the bag. So it's just made with double crochet, US terms. So this part is just double crochet 1 chain and skip 1, and then double crochet chain 1, skip 1, and then in these parts it's just double crochet all along. So that's how you get the pattern in there. And crochet together with single crochet, and then you just make this reinforced top there and holes for your handles, and that's it. I've made this using Alalanka, which is, I think it's called, here it says cotton twine, like a fishnet twine or whatever. Mum sent this to me a while back from Finland, so it's a 12 ply cotton, really hardy and sturdy cotton twine. So I think this will last even in heavy use for quite some time, and I've used a 1.75mm hook. So yeah, I just need to put the handles in. My problem is I'm not quite sure what to do with these ends, because I was thinking that I'll just sew it together here, but this won't fit in under the sewing machine foot, so I'm not quite, I might have to just sew it by hand, and I'll have to figure out a way to make sure that the ends won't fray. But yeah, I'll think of something. This will be ready hopefully today. We'll see how I go. But there's one birthday project. Sorry, I go out of the frame because I've got a new setup here outside, but yeah, I'm not quite used to having it like this, and then I have to reach out very far to put my stuff back in, so but bear with me. Let's have a look. Oh yes, this is a whip that I started after I saw a really nice dress on one of the crochet groups in Facebook, and I had to start one. So I've been thinking about, you know, the spring is now here and the summer is coming, and you know, I'm not going to be crocheting big shawls out of wool and all that kind of stuff when it hits 30 and 40 degrees. So I've been wondering what I will be doing. One thing will be those nice bags. I can crochet all kinds of bags and do that kind of stuff. And yes, this is what I'm doing now. Okay, I did not bring my phone so I could show you. Just wait a moment, I'll get my phone so that I can show you the pattern. 2 seconds. Okay, here we are again. I found the pattern picture, so here it is. That's what the dress will look like. And it's just this really simple, oops, drop the yarn. It's a really simple design. It is available for free online. I think the Instagram account is called StrawbsDesign, so just double D design. If you want to have a look at that. It was the pattern was in Dutch, I think, but there is an English translation for it as well. It's just basically a rectangle, a little bit wider the front one, and then this is this filet crochet, then filet crochet design, and then you crochet as long as you want it, and then you make the back piece, which will be a little bit narrower than this front one. And when you sew them together, you sew it so that it is a little bit floppy at the front, and that creates the nice design for it. And the new thing that I learned in this one was the start. So I haven't done a starting chain into it. It was done with the chainless starting whatever it's called. But yeah, I didn't crochet a long chain of stitches and then put the double crochets into it, but I did it all at once, and that was a new thing that I learned. And this is really stretchy. I'm hoping that it's okay. I'm now looking at this and I noticed that I've started to crochet a little bit tighter as I go. So you can see here. That's the difference. Oh no. Sorry, fiddly. Yeah, there's a bit of difference there. But maybe it will all get better. I'll pay a bit more attention to that, and it should be fine. I'm crocheting this with 100% cotton from Spotlight. Sorry, upside down. So this is Toot Guru cotton 4-ply, and I'm using a 3mm hook. So this was one of the projects that I got really inspired about, and I had to go to Spotlight straight away and buy whatever yarn they had there. And I really liked the picture, the dress in the picture, which was pink, and this is a little bit more, I don't know, maybe a little bit, it's not purple, but you know, comparing this to the picture of the dress, it is a little bit, oh well, you can't see there anyway, but it's a pink pink yarn. The pattern said, what did they say? I think they said that for size 36, European size 36, you should have 4 balls, 4 50-gram balls, 160 meters in one ball. This one is, it says 45 meters, but it was the ball bands for this color that had that print mistake, so or misprint. It's 145 meters. And then the pattern said that if you want to make a size bigger, then take 2 more balls per size. So I thought that okay, because there's a little bit less meterage in these, and I think I need to make European size 38. I took 7 of these, but I've done this now. So one pattern, and I've got this much left out of, I think this is about 9 grams or something left. So I went and bought 3 more balls, so I've got 10 balls of that yarn, and that should be, I think that should be enough. And if it's not, I'm making a tunic. But yeah, that is that. My diamond dress, I'm very excited about that. And then I started, when I went to get the 3 more balls for that diamond dress, Spotlight had, I think, 40 to 50% off all yarn. And I've been eyeing out this this gradient cake yarn before, but I thought it was so expensive and I didn't know what to make with it, so I didn't take it. But now when I went in there, I think the normal price is $30 or $29.90 or whatever, and it has been on special for $24.90. But now when I went, it was $17.99, so $18. And I took one, and it was actually the last one of the nice colors that I liked. So I brought it home with me. I've started a project with this, so there's a bit that I've used, but this is the color. It's called Evening Sands, and it actually comes, well, here are all the, yeah, so okay, so it's called Patterns Summer Swirl. It's a, was it a 50-50? Yeah, 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, 200 grams, 800 meters. And those are the colors that it comes in. So the blue atoll looks nice, and the Bosphorus, yeah. Yeah, I gravitate towards the colder colors. I'm not that into the reds and the warmer colors, but yeah, it comes in 6 colorways, and it's got a pattern for both a crochet shawl and a knitted shawl. So quite a nice little package. I started to make, we have a friend, we haven't been in contact for a couple of years for unfortunate reasons, but we just found out that she's got cancer, and apparently it's not a nice one. It's quite an aggressive, and yeah, we really do worry about her. And I thought that, okay, I'll make her something nice. I'm not religious, she is, but I'm not religious, so but if I was, I would put prayers into every stitch that I make, but I'm not. So I will just think about her and all the nice times we've had with her, and put a lot of love and good thoughts into it. And I started making the Lost in Time shawl by Johanna Lindahl, I think it is. She's, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but she's Mijo Crochet, M-I-J-O Crochet, in Instagram anyway. And yeah, I've been looking at this Lost in Time shawl for a long time. I think it's beautiful, and I thought that I'll try and make it with this yarn. So I've just started to do the second repeat of the pattern, and I'll see how far I get with this. It's not quite, you can get the ends together at the back now, so it's starting to be like a shawl and not just a handkerchief. At first I wasn't sure about this yarn because I was, you know, looking at it close up and crocheting, and I thought it was too busy because this yarn is a 4-ply. There's 4 strands, and one strand changes color at a time, and it's never just one solid color. There's always one strand at least of a different color. So I thought it looked really busy, and the pattern kind of got lost in there. But then yesterday I took a photo of it for some reason. Oh, there was a big grasshopper that just landed on our grass, and it made a funny clapping noise. Yeah, I took a photo of it. I put it on the floor and took a photo of it, and then I looked at the photo and I looked at the shawl from a little bit further away, and I think it looks fine. I think it's going to be nice. So I will just keep going, and I'll make this, and then I'll the friend has moved fairly close to us now, so I will just see if she will give me her new address, and I'll just drop it off for her with a little card. I know that she's gonna go for some operations over east after her chemo's finished, so I'm hoping to get this done fairly quickly so that I can get it to her before she goes to Melbourne or wherever it was that she needed to go. So I hope she'll like it, and it's nice. It's cotton, acrylic as well, but you know, it's cotton, not wool, so it will be nice even if it gets warmer. So I hope she likes it. Excuse me. Yep, so that's all of the whips at the moment, active ones. I still have that one rhino that I showed you last time, the stuffed toy, and I haven't done anything with it. I knew that I wouldn't. With all of those toys and fiddly amigurumi stuff, I always start them and I'm really excited, and if I put them to the side and don't finish them straight away, I'll lose interest, which is horrible. But yeah, there's so little to do with that, so maybe I'll try and get it done once I get those more urgent ones finished. But I have to tell you about something that I saw on Facebook a week or two back, and I didn't know that it's a thing, and I was blown away, mind blown immediately. There are a thing called crochet cruises. Yes. Go on a luxurious cruise ship, have all your meals done for you, all your cleaning done for you. You don't have to do anything there but enjoy, drink tea, have high teas, drink wine and crochet, and look at the ocean and all the beautiful stuff and crochet. There is one being organised next March from Sydney to the South Pacific, and it's a nine-day cruise, I think. And I was just blown away. I thought, what a brilliant thing. What an awesome thing to do. Like the ultimate holiday. And of course they've got some crochet designers there to teach projects, and you know, if you book by the end of this month you get 50 balls of yarn for free, and then you get a welcome pack with your chosen pattern and materials for it, and there's all these different projects that you can do and participate in, and awesome. I would really, really dearly love to go, but I don't think I can. It's first you have to fly to Sydney and then you have to fly back, so that takes 2 days, and then it's it's a week and a half on the cruise ship, and it's going to be 2 weeks away, and you know, we've got 2 little boys and my husband works, and it's not cheap either, so I don't think I will go this year, but I will certainly keep that in mind and keep my eyes out, and maybe at a better year or better timing I will go. That would be awesome, just awesome. And that particular cruise, it goes from Sydney to South Pacific. I think it's got 2 days when you leave on sea, so you don't have any ports to go to, so 2 solid full days of just enjoying the cruise ship and crocheting, and same when you're coming back. So wow. Have you heard of these things? Have you been on a crochet cruise? Because yeah, simple thing, but I just never thought that it could be possible. And I told my friend who lives here nearby that, oh, maybe we should organise one from Perth. Just get all these people together who love to crochet, and let's go on a cruise and enjoy it. But yeah, I think the thing is that you get some crochet teachers in there to teach projects and stuff, and so that there is some organised activity as well with the craft. And I think it would be awesome. I'm now interested in I've somehow secretly started to be interested in sewing clothes. I've been avoiding that for a long time because I just find it really annoying then adjusting the patterns to fit my body, and I've been dreading that. But I've watched a podcast called Stitched in Sweden, and she's been sewing a lot lately in her episodes, and she's making such nice things, like just normal t-shirts and stuff, but really nice ones. And then you can choose the fabrics, you can choose the material so that it's nice, not just the polyester acrylic crap that you see so much in the shops. And then yeah, the workmanship is not good. They start falling apart and all of that. So it would be nice to buy lovely quality material and make them yourself to fit you and know that it's well made. There's especially one that I really want to make that she's made a few of. I think it's called the Blackwood cardigan, and it's just made out of knit fabric, like cotton jersey even, or something like that, a thin knit fabric, and you can make it waist length or just over your bum, and it doesn't have any buttons or anything. It just hangs there, like you wear it open, and there's a possibility for pockets if you want. And I thought that would be brilliant, especially, you know, here when it gets warmer. It's always nice to have something to put over your shoulders, especially, you know, if you're wearing a tank top or something, and if you've been in the sun a bit too long or something, you can just cover yourself up. So that's something. Once I get my printer sorted, because it just doesn't want to print at the moment, so I will buy that pattern and make at least one, that's for sure. But then I've had this top that I really like, but it's starting to fall apart. So it's a nicer top, like this. And this is just, I think this is just polyester. And I'm surprised that I've actually, yeah, polyester. I'm surprised that I've actually bought this, but this was so pretty that maybe that's been the reason. But it's starting to get stained and ta-da! The chiffon is falling apart in the seams, and yeah, it's not that well made. But then again, I've had this before kids, so this is probably at least 6 years old, so you know, it's done well. But I want to recreate this, so I'm going to chop this and take the pattern and make new ones. I think I will try and lengthen it a little bit, and I'm not sure about these, if I will make them. Well, now I don't have any solid color material. If I did, I would definitely make at least one of these, but we'll see how we go. So that's what I'm going to do, and we can move on to acquisitions, where I can show you some fabric that I bought for that. Okay. So I bought quite a few fabrics. Spotlight and Textile Traders had a sale on, so I got really cheap fabric. First one is this. This is a polyester chiffon. So this is going to be the outer, because yeah, this top, it is lined, obviously, because it's chiffon, and that is very see-through. So I've got fabric for the outer side, and then the inside. And this is the chiffon for the outer side. I got this blue. Thought this would be really nice with either white pants or shorts or jeans. And another one, I think this was $6 a meter. I had no idea how much to take, so I just took a meter another one. It's a nice red one. This was probably $4 a meter, and it's polyester. Because they were polyester, I wanted to get something against the skin that was a natural material, but I didn't want to take any too stretchy cotton jerseys or anything like that. So I thought it would be way too hard to sew, because even this chiffon seems like it's going to be a battle. So I ended up taking rayon. I wasn't quite sure about rayon, but apparently it is a man-made fabric, but it's made out of plant material, so it should be nice and breathable. And it's this doesn't have to be stretchy actually, because it's easy to put on, and you've got this button here, so yeah, you don't have to have stretchy fabric for it. I think that rayon has a tiny bit of stretch to it, but yeah, it's just white rayon that I will put underneath these, and then yeah, then it won't be see-through. So that was my haul from Spotlight. And then I think this was last Tuesday. I had time to myself because the boys were in kindy and daycare again. So I decided that I've got time, I'll pop into Textile Traders and see what they've got. And they had some fabrics there, really cheap. I think it was several chiffons, polyester chiffons for $2 a meter, and I just couldn't go past this one. This is very atypical of me, but I just thought that it was such a fun fabric. Look, all these funny bunny ladies. It's I think this was a Korean fabric or something. So I bought that. $2 a meter. And I think it's got nice colors, and it's got fun print, but it's not too in your face. So when you've got the shirt, it will be just nice. It's not too obvious what the pictures are. At least I'm hoping so. And then I got black rayon to put underneath it. And this one was, what did I do? This must have been like $5 a meter after their discount or something. And now that I'm feeling the rayons, this one is this one's got much more drape to it, this black one, than the white one. But we'll see how they act, and then if I want to make more, then I know where to go and get the rayon from if it works. So that was one acquisition, and I've been wanting to start to make that that top the whole week, but I just haven't had time, because you have to, you know, I have to make the pattern, or I have to cut the top first and mark all the spots that I need, and I have to draw the pattern, and then I have to cut the fabric, and you need a lot of space, and they're polyester, so I'm thinking that maybe I don't have to wash them first. Should be fine just to use it. Not sure about the rayon. Maybe I should chuck it in the washing machine just in case, because yeah, well, as you can see, I haven't started anything yet. But yeah, I've got one more thing to show you, an acquisition, and this was actually a thing that I just bought today when I was on the way to shops, and I remembered that I have to get some birthday invites for Finsky. Went to the newsagents, and of course when you go to the newsagents you go and check the the craft magazines. I've been actually chasing the Pom Pom Quarterly because I've never bought one, and I would like to have a look, but this newsagent doesn't seem to have it. But I bought this one, Inside Crochet. Usually the crochet magazines don't really interest me. I think the internet's got much more patterns that I like, but this looked alright, and there was a nice little gift with it. Let me just get these fiddly bits organized. Three cute little stitch markers, little flowers. So that's what I got with the magazine. But the reason I got this was those little cacti. I've seen them everywhere. People make them all the time. But today when I dropped Finsky off to kindy, his kindy teacher said I gave them 2 crochet donuts a while back, just for their, you know, play and stuff, and Finsky's teacher said that, oh, can I order some more from you, because the kids just love them and they play tea party all the time, and there's only 2 of them. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, I'll make some. So I'm thinking little crochet donuts and cupcakes and all that kind of stuff, and then these cacti appeal to me as well. So how will I show you? I'll show that. So there they are. And I think those would be fun. So I might make them at some point, if I find yarn and time and inspiration for them. There was also quite a nice, very simple, but a nice shawl. Ah, that one there. I think that would be really nice out of one of those variegated or gradual color change cakes. And yeah, I'm not sure about this cardigan. There's like a summer cardigan, but if you made it a little bit tighter, not so oversized or baggy, it might be nice. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I'm interested in that, because I would not wear that. But there's something in it, and I would absolutely make it out of thinner cotton. This is made out of DK. And I don't really like how it looks, but yeah, it's really baggy, isn't it? And look at that, all of that there. And I don't like the buttons there, so yeah, I would have to make a lot of modifications. So maybe I will just find a better pattern. But yeah, that's all the patterns that are in this magazine. Not many that I would make, and not many that you wouldn't find in Ravelry or online, but I thought that maybe once in a while I can buy a crochet magazine, and it had that cacti, so I'll just have a look at them. That's pretty much it, I think. That's all I have to say today. I think I will, what's the time? Oh, I forgot to say at the start, today is Tuesday, this 12th of September, and it's 1 o'clock at the moment. So I got a bit over an hour before I have to go and get Finsky from daycare. Kindy. So I might just sit here, have a little lunch, and then try and finish that 6th square for Kalevala cow. And then after I pick the boys up, we will have to come here and start baking some cupcakes, because tomorrow is the last day this week that Finsky goes to kindy, and on Saturday is his birthday. So we're going to make some cupcakes that he can bring to school or kindy tomorrow and give to all his friends. And this weekend we're going to head to Margaret River. We've got a really nice hotel booked there for one night, and we're going to take Finsky there and celebrate his birthday. We'll probably end up going to Margaret River Chocolate Factory and maybe the Cheeky Monkey Brewery. Finsky likes the Cheeky Monkey Brewery, so go there for lunch or something. And we'll see whatever else he wants to do on his birthday, but that's the plan. And then we'll probably organize his birthday party the following weekend, and invite some of his school friends and family, whoever can make it down here from Perth, and yeah, we'll have a little party for him. Finsky's going to be 5, so it's a big deal. But that's it for me. I will continue relaxing here with Mr. Buddha, and hopefully it won't be this long before I podcast again. But until then, enjoy whatever season you're in, autumn, and all the knitting and crocheting that you can do for the upcoming winter, or spring if you're in Australia or Southern Hemisphere like I am. And yeah, really looking forward to summer and all the nice warm weather. But that's it for me. See you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.